Taya Rugby. I am the founder of Strategic Solutions Global. I am a personal brand strategist, host of the Warrior Woman podcast. I actually do a lot. I do a lot of things, but ultimately, hello, hi. Ultimately, I'm very, very passionate about women in leadership, particularly Black women in leadership. There's so much data around that and the why behind it. But I'm not going to go into that today. Today, I really wanted to have a conversation about association. Who do you associate yourselves with? So today's topic, I'm going to be talking about success by association. I was thinking the other day, and I was like, you know what? If you can be guilty by association, you can also be successful by association. And that's the topic I want to cover today. So I am live on Instagram, I'm live on LinkedIn, I'm live on Facebook, and I'm live on YouTube. This conversation is really, really needed, really particularly for women. There's so many studies around um, your network. And you have this phrase where your network is your net worth. And this is a real thing. There are studies around how women actually do not take advantage of, networking, right? And I don't know why that is, but we have to be really intentional about the relationships that we are having. And so we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. I'm not going to be on here long, but we are going to get into the subject of success by association. You often hear the phrase, right? This is an old saying my mom used to tell me, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And that is a real thing. Who you associate yourself with ultimately could elevate you or hold you back from what it is that you desire. And I'll say this, the first thing that you want to do before you decide to who you associate yourself with, you want to go ahead and get a vision for yourself. And I tell people this all the time, get a vision, because your vision becomes your compass. And it makes it a lot easier what you say yes to and what you say no to, because you're so clear on where you want to be. So guess what? When you're focused and you know where you're headed and where you want to be, finding the friends and the right association to be around, it won't be hard. Some of us are too afraid to let our friends go. Some of us are too afraid to make new friends. Some of us are too afraid to network. And I think it's insane how people are not taking advantage, especially in a day and age where technology is at an all-time high. We are a click away from any single human being on the planet. And we still have people that are not being intentional about their relationships. And so, with technology at our fingertips, with social media at our fingertips, how are we strategically positioning ourselves for success? How are we strategically associating with the type of people that are going to get us to where we want to be? But if we don't know where we want to be, then of course that success by association is going to fly right on over your head. And it's so funny. I often tell people, like, you have a really amazing friends, and I'm like, yeah, I know. My friends are amazing. It's by design, right? I intentionally surround myself with powerful, amazing women. And the guys too, they're pretty amazing. But I'm talking about my female friends right now. They're amazing. Why? I want to be around that. I want to be around amazing people. I want to be around people who desire to change the world. I want to be around people who can inspire me to do more. I want to be around people who are successful, who have money, who can travel. Like, that's what I desire for myself, right? And so because of that, I'm automatically associated with that. I just want to be around it. Those are the things that I want. And so much other things, right? Again, I have specific goals on where I want to be. I have a vision for myself. And oftentimes I'm finding people don't have a clear vision for themselves, which is why they're not intentional about their relationships. And I'm talking about any relationship, right? Your partners, your friends, how you're treating your family, right? The relationships with your family members, your co-working relationships, your business relationships. All of these relationships are important. So you are automatically, I'm telling you, success by association is real. Now, what I would want you to do, and this is what I'm going to really hit on, is the intentionality piece. We are a whole being. What do I mean by that? There are different domains to our lives, right? We're spiritual beings. We have emotions, right? We have the mental health that's happening, our physical health, our careers. You need to break your life into different categories. Because what I will say is this: the more intentional you can be about the types of relationships you have for the type of domain you're trying to be successful at, the more success you'll see. What in the world do you mean by that, Nancy? What I'm saying is, you take your whole self, stop associating yourself with people from a holistic standpoint, and say, hey, I want to be associated with this person specifically for X, Y, and Z. So, what do I mean by that? Okay. So, I'm just going to give an example. I have one of my friends. So funny. We just actually finished the Warrior Woman podcast. So if you have not seen the Warrior Woman podcast, this week's episode was with Nimi Bello. Found her. We met on Clubhouse, and we're really good friends till this day. So about 2 years ago, might have been 2020, the end of 2020, we met on Clubhouse. And she's a very good friend of mine today. How in the world did that happen? Well, I realized that she was an entrepreneur and she just had these ambitions. And I'm like, okay, this seems like a person that I would get along with. And guess what? Because we're both chasing this like entrepreneurship dream, we actually fuel each other. We get along very well. We have a lot of similar mentality and a like mind, right? Very supportive of one another. So I call her for business, or I call her when I have a strategy I want to talk her through. I know she'll be supportive. Okay, I'm going to give another example of another friend. I met someone again online. This is, I'm telling you, you guys take advantage of online, because sometimes the people that we want to be around may not necessarily be in our immediate circle, right? The person that we need to get us to the next level may not be in our immediate circle that we're used to seeing. So take advantage of the technology that's on your fingertips. So there's another person, I just met them recently. Lanesia Angelina, girl, I'm shouting you out. And we recently just met. She's going to be speaking at our I Am Change conference that's happening this March. She reached out and like I posted something and she was like, oh my gosh, I want to have you on my podcast. We did a deeper dive. Mind you, we met online. Okay. Take advantage of these relationships, start building them. Social media is to be social, not to just look at pictures and scroll or look at people's videos and like or get our brains sucked away through technology. Use the technology to your advantage. Use the technology to your advantage. Okay, so go back to my example. So Lanesia Angelina, we spoke. There was something that she was attracted to that I had posted, which caused her to reach out to me. Guess what I did? Absolutely. I love authentic connections. I want to be, the more people I can be around that are like-minded, I want to be around them. Again, success by association. Okay. You never know what door it can open up. So I'm very intentional about relationships. If I see someone that has a like mind, I want to connect with you. So we connected, and mind you, she's amazing. She's like this dope person, also very spiritual, amazing leader. She believes in women empowerment, trying to help the Black community. And she's also really fit. Like, yo, she has this like group and they're really intentional. And I'm like, man, I think I want to join her group. I think so. I know she's like eating really healthy. She's on this like interesting fast. She works out regularly. And guess what? Nancy, over the past 2 years, the pandemic, Lord, I stopped being active and I gained weight. And I know I really want to be intentional on my weight loss journey this year. And I'm doing a great job, right? Trying to hold myself accountable. But I said, you know what? I want to be around people who are really serious about this, like someone that can hold me accountable and I can check in with them and figure this thing out, right? Together, where we can really just elevate success by association. So I say that to say, be really intentional about the relationships that you're building. Okay, another one, my spiritual domain. Again, I'm being very, very intentional about my whole being. Sometimes we look at success from either a financial lens or we look at success from a career lens. And if you really want to be at the highest form of yourself, you have to start looking at yourself from a holistic point of view because you're a whole being. Finances is not the only thing that makes up you as an individual. Your physical fitness or your physical health level is not the only thing that makes you up. Your spiritual wellness is not the only thing. Your mental wellness is not the only thing. Your career. So many people are defining their success off of just their career. That is a trap. It's balance. Whenever you're too consumed with one domain, you'll be imbalanced. So we want to start defining success from a holistic point of view. So what I would recommend is that you figure out what are all of the domains that make you you. Who can I surround myself with that's at the financial level that I want to be at? Who can I surround myself with who's at the spiritual wellness that I want to be at? Who is the person that seems emotionally balanced? And I really look up to them and they inspire me to be emotionally well. Who's the person that is just so level headed and like they take care of their their mental health and mental wellness, and they have these intentional practices? Let me be around them. Who's the person that's really intentional about their career, and being deliberate with how they network and things of that nature? Let me be around them. That is what I mean by success by association. And I will say this, and this may go over somebody's head. It may sit well with you. It may not. Do not be afraid to let friendships run its course. Hey, Nick, how are you? Don't be afraid to let friendships run its course. When the friendship has expired, and that's okay. You don't have to beef with anybody. You don't have to, wish any type of evil upon them. I'm not saying that, but we want to be okay with letting relationships that no longer serve us, let it go and be okay. I don't know the song No New Friends. Is that Drake? I don't know. No new friends. No. I'm getting new friends all day long because I want to elevate. So I want my network, I want my Rolodex to be people that are at high levels that can open up doors for me. Period, point blank. And guess what? I'm going to open up doors for them. I want healthy, nurturing relationships where iron sharpens iron. So I want to inspire you, and I want you to inspire me in every domain of my life, in every category of my life. So we want to make sure that, again, success by association. Iron sharpens iron. Get around people that are going to help you get to where you want to be in life. Get a vision so you know where you want to be in life. And then find the people who can help you elevate into that space in every category of your life. And I'm not just talking about career, and I'm not just talking about finances. And what I'm seeing online is where people are beating it up, six figures, 7 figures, 8 figures. Finances is great. Your career is great, but none of that means anything if your mental wellness is not taken care of, if your spiritual wellness is not taken care of, if your emotional wellness is not taken care of. And if you want to be an efficient leader and a visionary leader, a transformational leader, you need to be balanced. You want to be balanced. So be intentional about the relationships that you are having. This is going into my second point that I want to make. And I'm seeing this a lot. And this is this fear of self-development, this fear of a lack of self. And I think it's really funny how, we'll be very quick to get an ROI when it has something to do with finances, right? If someone says, hey, invest in this program and I'll show you how to make 6-7 figures in your business. And people are so quick to invest in that program, but they won't invest in something for their personal development. I'm going to say that again. Why are you so quick to invest in these tangible monetary things and these programs, but we're not intentionally investing in our personal development that will yield fruitful relationships? Sometimes we're too caught up chasing money versus chasing our self-mastery. I'm going to say that one more time. The world is consumed and hyper-focused on making money and chasing money that we are not chasing self-mastery. And when you engage and you get to a level of self-mastery, those things follow. Finances follow. Influence follows. Impact follows. You become the very best version of yourself. So seek self-mastery. And as you seek self-mastery, I promise you, because you're intentional about developing yourself, you're going to naturally attract the people that you need that to associate with to get you to success, and who will open up those doors for you. So invest in programs. Go to professional and personal development experiences. It's so important. Networking and being around like-minded people, oh my gosh, it's so important. I'll give an example. So I host leadership retreats. It's a transformational experience. I am highly biased, but I wouldn't say I'm being biased because 100% of participants literally have had a transformational experience. And what I will say is that there's connections that were made 2 years ago, last year, right? That are still being nurtured today, because guess what? They decided to be in a space of like-minded people. And because they were in a space of like-minded people, they were able to, they're still nurturing their relationships. As a matter of fact, I just got off a call. One of the women that came on the retreat, she's hosting an event. She came on the first year and the second year, met someone from the second year, and her company now, they're having a conversation about an event that her company may sponsor, right? She opened up the door for new opportunities because she was intentional about the professional development experience that she now had, and was able to make connections to people, right, in the same space, same state of mind. So your professional development opportunities that you're having is also going to lead you to success by association. That is why leadership development matters. That is why personal development matters. So when you are too fearful to invest in your personal development, understand that you're missing out on opportunity. You're missing out on an opportunity. There was a program that I did. It's called Momentum. It's great. If anyone wants to know more about it, just let me know. I can refer you to the program. But anyways, it was leadership development opportunity. Someone referred me to it. One of my friends. I met another person. That person was the person who actually helped coordinate my whole entire retreat, which opened up experiences for other people to have this transformational experience, right? Again, success by association. When you are intentional about being in spaces around your professional development, you will meet people who have like minds. And because you meet people who have like minds, you'll naturally connect, and those people will support or open up doors of opportunity. Stop chasing money. Stop chasing success. Chase your development. Get a vision for yourself. Get some development. Be intentional about your relationships. Be intentional about your networking. Be intentional about your professional development opportunities. And I'm saying this from experience. I'm saying it because I know that it's worked for me. I know the rooms that I've been in with people that I'm like, how? But guess what? Connections, success by association. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Success by association is a real thing. I don't know what else to say to you all, but it's it's really real. I want you all to take this serious. I really want you to take it serious. I'm so sorry, y'all. Like it hurts me. It hurts me. Um, sorry, I'm on this live here. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. Okay. There we go. Okay. So it hurts me that people aren't taking this really, really serious, and you should be intentional about your relationships. It literally will open up doors of opportunity. It will, from a career to business to strategic partnerships. The more you network, the more you take your personal and professional development serious, the more you join communities. Join a community. I'm not saying it because I have a community. I think it's fabulous. It is called the Leadership Collective. It is the only global network on the planet, okay, for change agents, Black women leading change. Okay. Now, it's amazing. If you want to join, if it sounds like something you're a part of, join it. But when I tell you, it's so funny. I had someone, she's a part of the Leadership Collective, and she was like, how do you meet these people? Right. So there's people all over the globe that are a part of this network. And she's like, how do you meet these people? And I had to pause for a second. I'm like, I am such a strategic networker. I love connecting, but it has to be with people who have like minds. So guess what? I know my values. I know what I stand by. First of all, I know what I want, vision, but I know my values. So I speak in my values. I'm not afraid to tell people what I love. Like, I believe in justice. I believe in humanity. I love people. I believe in philanthropy. I love business. These are the things I speak about. I love women. I believe in Black women, right? I think there's systemic racism and that needs to be disrupted. I think there's things in the education system that need to be disrupted. I'm not afraid to say these things. So guess what? I naturally attract people who think in the same manner, who believe in justice, who believe in being righteous, who have a love for humanity. Like, those are the type of people that I attract. The women that believe that there's a charge on their life to bring transformation and change to communities. I believe that. I believe in that. And I speak that wherever I go. I'm not afraid to talk about it. I believe in my power. So guess what? I attract people who feel the same way, and we naturally connect. And I'm very intentional. I've only lived in the United States of America. How in the world have I met, and how do I know people from all over the globe on different continents who believe in the same message? Well, I'm intentional about my relationships. I'm intentional about the professional development opportunities that I am a part of. I'm intentional about the networks I'm a part of. Yes, I pay to be in networks. Some are free, some are not. And that's okay for me. Because guess what? If I have to pay a small fee to get closer to someone to help me achieve my vision, why would I not do that? Why would I be afraid to pay a small fee to be in a space with people who can help me achieve my vision? My vision is what matters. So I will do that. Why would I not pay to be in a space where people have knowledge and wisdom that I'm able to access and tap into? So I look at it as a return on investment. Like, how much? Because I know what I'm getting ready to receive is far greater, but we're not looking at it from that perspective. I am okay with letting friendships go. I'm okay with saying, hey, this relationship no longer serves me. It doesn't matter who it is, a cousin, a best friend, a relationship. Be okay with letting relationships go that no longer serve you, because I tell you, who you're associated with will either take you to the next level or hold you back. And my vision, this is where the focus comes in. When you have a vision, I'm so protective of the vision that I cannot be in relationships that will jeopardize it. And again, personal relationships, business relationships, friendships, family, it doesn't matter. A relationship, so engaging with another human being. I cannot be connected to people who do not serve the vision. And it's no disrespect, it's all love. But I must guard the vision. I must be very intentional about what I say yes to and what I say no to. Hey, oh my gosh, how are you, Jared? But yeah, be okay with relationships that no longer serve you, and say yes to new friends. Okay, I need to talk to Drake because his whole no new friends. Absolutely not. Yes to new friends. Yes to building a Rolodex that can get you to the next level spiritually, financially, physically. Like, yes to new relationships. I need y'all to say it with me. Yes to new relationships. Yes to new relationships is how I've been able to travel all over the world. Yes to new relationships is why I'm going to Kenya in March and Tanzania in March to speak at a conference, right? Because I said yes to new relationships. Yes to new relationships is why I've been able to have a successful leadership retreat with women all across the globe. How dope is that? Like, women from Africa and UK and Canada and the US coming together for like transformation is because I said yes to new relationships. Being in rooms with people that I'm like, yo, how am I in a room with you? Yes to new relationships. One door open after another. Success by association is real. And who you're associated with, I know I sound like a broken record, but it's so important. Be intentional about the spaces that you're in. Be in professional development opportunities. Be a part of networks and clubs. I'm like, okay, this year, I'm like, okay, what are the new groups I need to be a part of and the groups that I no longer need to be a part of, right? This network of human beings no longer serve me. It was great while I had it. Okay, I'm going to cancel that. No, I don't need to re-sign for the next year. It did its job. What are the new spaces I need to be in? Period. That is how we begin to elevate in our success. And again, it's every domain of your life: spiritual, physical, financial, business, career, emotional, mental. Be intentional about every single domain. And you want to be next to the people who excel in the domain that you're trying to make better for yourself. And also, you too, like, you serve as, like, what are you strong in? Because again, we push each other. You push each other to the next level. I know right now, like, my physical fitness is something that and my physical fitness and my spiritual wellness are two things that I'm really being intentional about this year. I just started a fasting group. I'm on a call. Close the door. Thank you. Thank you. I just started a fasting group. So Tuesdays, I for 2020 and 2021, I did 24-hour fast on Tuesday. And it really, I was so balanced. 2022, I struggled, but it's okay. 2023, I said, you know what? I want to invite people to be in that. I know what it did for me. So I want to invite women to be in that space with me. This month, man, when I tell you we've had breakthroughs already, and we have a little, we have our WhatsApp group. And again, women from everywhere. We have someone from Kenya who's a part of it, right? And we're on this spiritual journey together, and it's dope. It's super dope. So now fitness, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this 100-day challenge, and it's been working. I'm kind of getting it together. But I think my next 100-day challenge, I'm going to invite people to be a part of it with me. My second half of my 100-day challenge, I'm like, who can I attach myself with? Who do I want to be around, and intentionally nurture that relationship so they can keep me accountable to my physical health. Like, that's how we have to think. It's okay to get in new spaces and develop and nurture those new spaces. Be intentional again about who you associate yourself with. If you are someone that's looking for a community, if you want to be around powerful, dope Black women who are really looking to change the world and change their community, like, tap into the things that I have. I have the leadership retreat. I have the leadership collective. We have the I Am Change conference coming out in March. We have business brunches that are going to be happening this year. Like, I love connecting. And so when I say be a part of the collective, I'm like, yo, I know what success by association looks like. Period, point blank. I know what success by association has done for me. I know that because I've intentional about the spaces that I'm in, I've developed as a person, and I've been connected to people who've opened up doors for me. So, hi, Bianca. How are you? So excited to see you. So I will say, get a vision, number one. Assess your circle, number two. Like, be real with yourself. Be vulnerable with yourself and say, hey, are these relationships serving me in the different areas of my life? If they aren't, which you can always get new relationships that serve you better, right? Then figure out what communities you need to be a part of. And then figure out what professional development opportunities that you need to create, what networks you need to be a part of, and then go do it, because that is what's going to take you to the next level. So again, if you, my communities are all hyper focused on Black women leading change. That's my call in this season. So Black women who consider themselves as change agents. And again, I'm very, very particular about who I work with and who's a part of the community. Everything that I do, you have to apply to, because I need to make sure that the space is protected and we can build those intimate relationships. But it's a particular type of woman that have particular type of values. But if you feel like you share the same values, the leadership retreat is amazing. The LeadHERs collective, and the brunches that we're having in the I Am Change conference, I'm telling you, it's powerful. And I'm so authentic and real, like real support in real life, collective impact in real life, real time. Sorry, someone was calling me. But collective impact in real time. Am I back? What's going on here? Hey, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I think my Instagram's acting crazy. Oh, I'm back. Okay, great. But yeah, so collective impact in real time, like that is what I'm about. I support women. I believe in the power of women, and I know the call that Black women have, the power that they have for Black families, right? There is a real wealth gap that is global. And so I believe that Black women play a part in closing that wealth gap, which is why that's my hyper focus. But I love people. I love humanity, right? So anything that I can do to support someone, I'm going to do that. But if you are a Black woman that shares the same values, I highly suggest you be a part of our community. It's a growing community. It's real. We got the real business and business tactics and strategies that we employ and teach. I believe in business education, business and leadership education, former educator who understands that that was not taught in school. So I am simply teaching what has not been taught in schools, but from a perspective of collective impact for Black women. So anyways, that's just a little bit more about, who I am and what I believe. But moral of the story, success by association is real. Be intentional with your relationships this 2023. You're going to see me a lot more active in this season. That's just, what I'm on this year. I just really want to really put out these important messages and what has helped me be successful over the past, is it 3 going on 4 years with my entrepreneurship journey. So yeah, that is a little bit about me and how I have been able to be successful and how I've been able to build a global brand in a very short period of time. Success by association. On that note, you can follow me on Instagram, Visions by Nancy, Nancy Taya Ragbai on every other platform, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I'm also on Twitter, but I don't really use it like that. I'm still learning TikTok. I'm on there too. This new technology, man. But yeah, I am. If you slide into my DMs, if you message me, I will message you back because I truly believe in connecting. It's real. success by association. On that note, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm getting ready to hop off and get ready for Bible study. So ciao. Talk to you later. Now, let's see here.